What's up, my Pugnios? Andy Vlogs. Decided to share with you guys this content. Before we get started, I want to let you know that this is a sponsored video, so you'll know where my bias lies. Today we're going to be reviewing the Lenovo Droplet. These are the true wireless earbuds from obviously the brand Lenovo. I wanted to make you aware of a promotion that's going on by Lenovo on their website. Down below in the description is the link to the Amazon link. Right now they're doing a deal where you can get 50% off these earbuds, putting these essentially under 25 bucks. That's a huge price point from where they were at, about 50. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing and review. The unboxing experience is pretty straightforward. The hardest part here is getting past this tape. Once you've got that tape off, you can get the first flap. We're going to pull it out just like this, and it's nicely wrapped. You've got all your instructions here, and it looks like the charging mechanism's already inside. We'll move those aside here. Pull from this little latch to do what? Not sure what that did. Here are some extra ear tips. We'll go over those in a second. Here is the actual device itself, included with the charging carriage. And then here are your charging cables. We'll move this aside as well. It's got quite a sleek design here for how you take them out and charge them. It's kind of the sliding mechanism that really is satisfying here. It kind of feels like you've got one of those Zippo lighters. And I could be doing this all day. Let's go ahead and open up the charger here. I think I was mistaken. I had said that it was micro USB. It's USB type C, which is exciting. And then you've got your extra ear tips here that I don't want to quite take out yet, because I want to see if the stock earbud tips are fine. You're definitely getting yourself into a lower end package here. This is all plastic build here. It feels definitely hard for sure, but when you're sliding it as well, you're actually having these metal guardrails slide against each other, which protects obviously against any dust. I'd say it's not waterproof, but definitely, you know, when you drop it, it's gonna keep its form, and it's not gonna break out like some other devices might. Okay, I've got the charger now. I had to take a second to plug it in. It wasn't plugged in, but it's pretty straightforward. You just plug it in, and there those little lights are showing now that it's fully charged. When you slide it out, it's going to basically put it into pairing mode. So we're going to go ahead and pair it now with my iPhone. Alright, you're going to go into the pairing section of the Bluetooth, and we're going to look for other devices. So when they come in the box, the actual applicators are covered. So you're going to take those off in order for you to get your first charge. Once you put them in, then they're going to start going into pairing mode. And you're going to see now that the lights blink red. We're going to pull them out, and now it puts them in pairing mode, indicated by the flashing white and red lights. Tap on it, and it syncs. And there you go. You've got it synced completely. Alrighty, so now we're going to be pairing a new device on Android. Click pair new device, and then we're going to pull these out. We're going to long press them. There we go. Lenovo shows up on both of them. We're going to pair them, allow them to have access. And there they are. They are completely paired. That simple. Super simple pairing process. There we go. They kind of just magnetically adhere, and then they show you when they're charged, they start glowing red. Then you can shut them. Here's some of the key features of the Lenovo Droplet True Wireless Earbuds. It's got capacitive touch control, which allows you to control via Bluetooth your music, your calls, your voice assistant, and your sound. It's got superior sound with breakthrough powerful deep bass with 5.8 millimeter biodiaphragm speakers. It's got USB Type-C quick charging, which allows you to get 4 hours of playtime from a single charge of 1 hour only. Now, if you obviously charge it all the way, you're going to get at least 10 hours of total charge, including the charging case. Like I said, it supports 5.0 Bluetooth technology, which is HSP, HFP, A2DP, AVRCP, basically allowing and providing you in-call stereo, 2 times faster transmission, and more stability in connection. This does tout IPX5 waterproof, which allows sweat resistance and dust resistance. It's ideal for intense workouts. More on the Bluetooth technology, it's got up to 10 meters of distance in connection with that 5.0 Bluetooth. As far as the touch controls, if you tap it once, it presses play. If you tap it twice and hold, it does fast forward. On the right ear, if you tap and hold for 2 seconds on the left ear, it goes back. Tap the earbud twice to answer phone calls. These earbuds are super light, only 1.27 ounces. They do have an ergonomic design, which allows you those with bigger ears to smaller ears. They've got a large, medium, and small size adjustment. You're going to want to put it on by placing it in long way and then kind of turning it 45 degrees into the ear to adjust, like I've just demonstrated. And once you do it, it really gets real snug into your ears. Alright, Pugnos, that's the official unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and use these now as my daily drivers for the next couple of days, and then report back to you here what I find, what I feel, and what is good. So I've had a chance now to thoroughly review this device and go through it in a myriad of different situations, and I want to provide you kind of my feedback. It's a pretty good device. I mean, granted, you're at that specific price point where you're not getting all the bells and whistles that, you know, a more high-end earbuds would, but these are very, very good, and let me explain. So I got 2 full charges from this battery charger case, from full to dead for the earbuds, both earbuds. Now, oddly enough, the right earbud actually would deplete quicker, and I presume it's because the right earbud is the master, like the main earbud that connects the left earbud to it, and so maybe it requires more battery. I noticed that the device, in weird circumstances, it would like kind of phase. Even if I had the device close to me, it would like kind of desync and then resync. It only did this the first full battery charge through. When I charged it again, it didn't have this issue. So I don't know what it was. When I went running and I worked out and I had the sweat, it was definitely providing me an adequate hold in my ear, even though I was sweating, which is good. You want a snug fit, and you don't want something that's like gouging your eardrums. As far as sound quality, this is actually very, very good. I honestly didn't notice much of a difference. I sport the Apple AirPod wired, and I didn't notice any difference in the drivers. I was so surprised. I like to listen to podcasts at night, and a lot of the times when it's not engineered right, and the podcasters, you can actually hear the hum of their microphone, but this was very, very well engineered, where you've got good high tone range as well as the deep bass, you know, provides you a nice punch when needed. As far as ergonomic fit, I would say that this is probably their biggest lacking area. I don't like how these were engineered. They look weird. They also feel weird. Even though I did have a chance to test all of the different sizes, I just feel like it doesn't fit right. I'm always fiddling with it, especially when I'm laying down and I'm moving, you know, back and forth. It kind of like moves in my ear. I didn't notice that when I was working out. I don't like how you put it in and then you have to like twist it, and then like sometimes it like pushes too much and then you have to twist it back, and then sometimes like you have it poking out. So when I was going to the grocery store and getting groceries, I was putting my mask on, right? And it like just instinctively when I put it on, I bumped my ear and it would come out. And so it was just a little bit annoying. And so the ergonomics aren't the best, even though it is, you know, more of a modern feel, a slick modern feel. Let's talk about the touch capacitive buttons. I think they were fantastic. I have no problem with these buttons. Being able, even on iOS, when it's so finicky sometimes with some of these third parties, but every time you tap it and hold once, it would pause or play. Double tapping would move forward, on the left, or back on the left and move forward on the right. Pressing and holding, answering calls, the other end didn't have any problem. So I'm very, very pleased with that. The last thing that I wanted to note here is there's no app support. In other words, Lenovo hasn't developed their own app to do EQ. With that lack of app support and EQ balancing, it does drop, a superior rating that it would normally have gotten. Other than that, I think this is definitely worth your money. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Andy with Andy Vlog signing out.